Splitting the rent to live with a man is so crazy to me because why would you do that when you could split rent and live with your best friend?
Hey guys, so in today's video, we're looking at this lady who said, why would someone split rent with a guy 50-50 when you can actually split rent and live with your best friend? And so many people are reacting to it, especially men, right? So let's go look at what they have to say, then we come back and talk about it.
Splitting the rent to live with a man is so crazy to me because why would you do that when you could split rent and live with your best friend?
I guess it's just that time again where the 50-50 conversation is making its rounds again. But first things first, y'all don't consider your man or your woman to be your best friend? It's crazy though, because it still seems like a lot of y'all just do not understand one of the major benefits of being with somebody and being in a relationship and being a partner to someone. But before I go on to the benefits of being in a relationship, it don't seem weird to y'all that a person will come on here and say that they can't see themselves splitting rent or bills, period, with the man that they chose, the man that they're supposed to be in love with or at least like. They can't see themselves splitting bills with them, but they can do it for a friend. Maybe I'm the weird one, but that just seems weird. But anyways, let's get back to the benefits of, having a partner and splitting and sharing the financial responsibility. I'm not even just talking about splitting rent. I'm talking about everything financial, relieving that financial burden off of the person that you're with. You do this by sharing the responsibility. You know what I mean? Everybody just contributes. And again, I'm not even just talking about splitting rent. One person can pay the rent as long as the other person is paying something else, just sharing the responsibility. But if we are just talking about rent, listen, if you were living on your own, paying it all, how do you get into a situation where you no longer have to pay it all? You could pay a portion of it and the other person pays the other portion of it. Now the bill is paid and you still have money left over in your pocket and you have a problem with that? I don't understand it. Understand this, people. In a relationship, both people have to be happy. Nobody's going to be happy if they have to pay everything and take care of everything financially. Unless that person actually has the money to do that, and the other person is taking care of everything else that needs to be done in that home. I can't stress it enough. It has to be balanced. It has to balance out. Nobody is going to be happy in a relationship if they feel like they're doing more than the other person. But I will never understand anybody that doesn't see the benefits of sharing responsibilities with the person that they're with.
Splitting the rent to live with a man is so crazy to me because why would you do that when you could split rent and live with your best friend?
Y'all, please help me out. Maybe my situation is unique. I'm married now, so I'm not talking about me currently. In my past relationships, when I was out here dating, it was always a girlfriend that I had wanting to move in with me or wanting to get an apartment together. I've never been like, hey, you want to move in together? You want to get an apartment together? Can I move in with you? And I thought that was normal. I thought that it was normal for the girls to be the ones to try to be moving in with the guys. And that's why when I hear shit like this, I think to myself, how can these women beg to move in with their man, but then not want to pay rent? That's what I hear. So new rule. And I think this will cancel all this bullshit out. Whoever's idea it is, whoever's pushing more for it to move in with the other, the person who wants it less, you get to dictate how rent is being paid. Because in my scenarios, I was always like, you want to pay half this motherfucking rent? Then no, we not moving in together. What fuck you talking about? And I don't think I know a single man who's... Maybe I'm just not around these garbage ass dudes y'all be fucking, man. But like, I don't know a single man who's like begging a girl to move in with her. And that should be a red flag in itself. Like, if he's begging for y'all to get a spot together, you should know, like, oh, this ain't it. Usually, in my experience and from the people I know, it's always the woman who wants to move the relationship forward. What are we? When are we gonna meet each other's parents? Da 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 da. When we gonna move in together? When we gonna get married? that's just been life to me. That's just how I've seen it my whole life. So when I get online and I hear these women talking about it just doesn't make sense to be splitting rent with a man, I'm like, then stop begging to move in with a man all the time. Y'all always begging to further the relationship, but you want full control of said relationship. That's crazy.
Splitting the rent to live with a man is so crazy to me because why would you do that when you could split rent and live with your best friend?
I guess you can do everything with your best friend that you do with a partner. Like, get some wine, put on a movie, cook together. You know, I guess just chill together. You could do that with your best friend just like your partner. Right, best friend?
My dad taught me to never let a guy pay for anything, and that's because when he pays for all the restaurants that you go to, when he pays for the vacations, your cinema tickets, your plane tickets, whatever, this is not a gesture anymore. This is getting control of you financially. And when someone gets control of you financially, if they don't guarantee your future, like when you break up with that person, if that person isn't gonna give you a lot of money all throughout life, then that's not what you're supposed to do, because even if you give a break for just a year on your career, things might change drastically for you. That's why if you're marrying a rich person and you're signing a prenup, do not give up your career for it. Not give up your career for your boyfriend of 5 years, because there's no guarantee that you're not gonna break up. You're gonna end up being broke.
Well, I, for one, am not a supporter of people moving in with their boyfriends, except you're married. For me, right? But for other persons, you might think it's okay for you, your choice, your life, your money, right? But if you can split rent with your girlfriend, I don't see why it should be a big deal splitting rent with your man, okay? And this is what I think, right? This is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Even as a married person, I don't see reason why I should not share a part of a responsibility in my home, right? So let's say it's not even just rent, it can be anything, like the first speaker said, right? The guy said it must not be rent, it can be anything. It could just be you paying for the rent and I take care of the feeding, or you paying for the rent, or I share the rent, split the rent with you, or probably we just let it just be that I'm contributing something in the house, because as a woman I want to be visible. I want you to know that I am not a liability. I'm bringing something to the table. Aside the fact that I'm giving birth to kids or any other thing, right? Let it be that I am a contributing factor in that home. And this is just my own perspective, right? But you guys let me know what you think, because for me, I don't think it's fair enough for you to leave all responsibility for one person, because if you leave everything for me, I'll also feel very bad, right? So it's very important for you to just add something, add the value in the house, and not just kids. I know that, yeah, you're rearing kids, you're giving birth to kids, you're giving birth to life, is okay, but trust me, you also need to do something more than just giving birth to kids. At least it boosts your morale, it kind of boosts yourself, kind of like give you this high self-esteem to speak when people are speaking. Oh yeah, I did this, and also even your man kind of feel comfortable around you, and also talk very well about you, boast about you out there. All right, but this is just my thoughts, but you guys let me know what you think in the comment section, right? And I'll be here to read from you. Let me know, are you ready to split 50-50 with a man in rent or any other thing around the house, or you are that person that is not ready to do any of that, right? Let me know. If you like the baby girl lifestyle, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much guys for watching. Please do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and be part of the family. See you guys on my next video. Bye guys.